Reacts, man. Back at it again, man. You know how it goes. Today, we got a good one, man. We got some good news, man. Dragon Ball coming back with some new shit. A whole new series called Dragon Ball DAIMA or Dragon Ball Dama, however you want to say it. Yeah, I'm not the biggest anime fan, but Dragon Ball Z is one of them cartoons or animes that you can bring up and I can tell you every detail about it. Like that's my main go-to, and I've seen a couple others, but yeah, we got new Dragon Ball. I kept scrolling past it on Twitter, seeing little screenshots. They've been trying to spoil it. I really waited to watch this. How you feeling about some new Dragon Ball content?
To be honest with y'all folks, you see the sweater. So, real fan right here.
See the sweater?
You see it, real fan.
You see the
sweater. I'm waiting to see, to be honest with you. I'm waiting to see. I know there's some disputes in the big head companies, Bandai, and you got goddamn Funimations and all them folks up there and how they doing it, Toei Animation, all that. So, it's just like, we've been itching for some Dragon Ball, like, for a good minute. Especially animated. Because, again, the manga is going on. But, like, I've stopped reading the manga in about a year or so. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have. Because, again, they're literally rebooting the movie. Like, we seen the movie. Why do we need to see it in panels? Like, they try to add stuff in the beginning with the Goten and the Trunks little special little stuff. But again, that wasn't something that I was just going to read. Like, I just didn't want to read that. So now that it's been this, long hiatus and they just dropped, like, we're going to have a new internet web anime series. It's kind of like, okay, so what about Super? Like, are y'all just done Super? What's going on with Super? And then the thing to it is just like, Dragon Ball now is just adding so much to, like, non-continuity, where they're just doing so many of these different things of different storytellings. And that's cool and all, but I do like the power scaling. I love seeing the fighting, and I love seeing just that, all right, we're getting here to get to there type, vibe. So seeing this with, it's going to be with Goku and Supreme Kai, because I heard of things before it's been announced. It's just, all right, it reminds me of the GT vibe. I mean, if they can add great character development with other characters other than Goku and do that vibe, then I can see it being up. But Dragon Ball has never been known by really developing better characters or, like, having a good leeway of other characters other than Goku, Vegeta, and, like, the main.
You don't are the two main niggas on God tier. You can't even bring the other niggas up with you.
I mean, to be honest, I feel like you can. They just don't have great writing over there right now. Mm-hmm. Like, the writing is just not been the best coming from Dragon Ball. So I feel like if they have a really big fix on that, then this show can really have high regards. Because it's gonna have high regards anyways. A Dragon Ball thing, I don't think they're gonna go that same route with, like, a GT type flop. But if the writing is there, I just know it's gonna be great. But that's just my kind of worries of it, because it's just like, y'all are diving into so many things that people are not even asking for, and, like, things that people want. Like, y'all are really tipping and tapping on y'all toes for that. Like, we haven't got a full trailer of Budokai Tenkaichi 4 yet, but they've been announced a teaser trailer, but no real trailer for that. And Naruto, they dropping little stuff about their game. Well, again, Dragon Ball, the stuff that we really want to see is just like, oh, we gonna let y'all wait on that. Like, I don't understand that, but I want to see the teaser trailer. I'm excited for it.
Let's get into it. Dragon Ball, the Magic Dragon Ball. 81, 96. 40. Damn.
Yeah, Vegeta, I did not think they were all kids.
Everybody,
this is a kid shit. This is like
kid.
Naruto when they made it for Rock Lee. That little spin-off they did for Rock Lee. This is the same animation, so.
Okay. I like the animation. I'll say that for a fact. I definitely like the animation. It looked great because one of the reasons, honestly, I'm a Dragon Ball fan, but honestly, I have not watched Dragon Ball Super episode for episode because the shit looked trash to me, bro. It's just something about it. Like when the shit came out, I tried to get through it a little bit. I just never got through it. But it's like it really could back then. It was really because of the animation. It just looked terrible, bro. But the animation on this looked good. And my questions is like, okay, so obviously somebody made a wish and turned Goku and friends into babies or children. But like, is it like a whole planet thing, or they specifically say Goku and his people? Cause I want to say I seen Baby Hercule. I feel like I seen a kid Hercule in there. I don't know. I'm ready for it. I like it.
Yeah, so when I said towards the end, it reminds me of that Rock Lee spinoff they had where they just had the Naruto characters like that and they just made them little kid forms and they just had like a storyline with Rock Lee, but it didn't really go into depth. So the vibe that I'm getting from this is that I guess they're just seeing that the success that they got from Heroes and they're just like, yo, it's easy to animate. There's short storylines. There are things that people are like, what if? And it doesn't tie us too strongly to make stuff canon. So I feel like we can just, easily bring out a show like this and just have fun with it. That's the vibe it gave me. Because, again, they have Dragon Ball Heroes. And since I feel like they learned the success of that, then they kind of just been, like, really striding on that kind of Xenoverse, that kind of, like,
that's what the
make
vibe
your
I
own
got.
story, have your own timeline type vibe. So I feel like they just running real heavy because, again, I feel like right now what they know they're slacking on and other animes are killing them on is writing. Like, they're not like making like extensive stories where people can go in depth and talk and critique. It's more just like simple, straight to the line stories. And so it's like I feel like they're just like, all right, that's just gonna be us. Dragon Ball is just like, that's just us. We're just gonna kind of hit on that punch because I feel like at this age too, that Akira Toriyama just wants to have fun. He's an old man. Like, I don't think he wants to always sit down week by week, day by day, writing something and trying to come up with this and this. And I feel like, he might want to, but from what I'm getting recently from Dragon Ball is like, nah, they're not trying to make anything like to compete with these other animes, especially like storylines, especially in this new age. They all been really simple. So from this, I just get that.
So what you want to see give me some type of example of some type of action you want to see based off of you seeing all these kid characters and whatever storyline finna follow.
I'm getting it from this depending on what they're going. I think this is what this gave me was a Dragon Ball vibe. So in the sense of like, I feel like it's a what if storyline, and then it's going off of Goku as a kid. And then the thing that conflicted me was seeing Vegeta as a kid there.
I want to see that.
So I don't know how they're. That's why I'm saying it reminds me of like Heroes. Like I think every episode is gonna be somewhat to an extent different. Like some episodes later on might stick together, but I don't see it really like going from this episode from that episode to that episode to that. It might, but it didn't give me that kind of look. It gave me a real like.
So you feel like every episode gonna be some different shit?
I feel like it's gonna be different, but it's all gonna work in the same. Like it's achieving the same thing.
Okay.
But it's gonna be like different,
but not a continuous story. Like
where you
like one thing happening, but it take 3 episodes to get.
Yeah, like I don't. It didn't
but
give me that.
You think like every episode they got a different problem, but it all contribute to the overall season arc.
Because it gives me a vibe that they're not gonna focus on like what original like a Dragon Ball will go. It's just like him progressing in strength. Like he's getting in a new level. Or I don't think that is this to me just like an adventure of fun. Goku, we need you, like the Dragon Ball vibe type thing. Where it's just like he's put in a scenario where he has to kind of like do something that's not because at this point they're probably gonna do something again universal world thing where it's like it's gonna mess with the world or the universe, but it's just that simple. It's Dragon Ball adventure. Goku got the power pole. Let's go out and do it type vibe. Like it didn't give me a vibe that these people are gonna be. He might even not have Super Saiyan.
I feel like they will. I feel like they will do it just for the aesthetic of it. Because I literally was finna say I really want to see them transform as these little kids. Because I feel like I don't know. I want to know if their power have been drained. Like, are they weaker because they kids now? Because why he need the power pole? Not for looks.
Again, I feel like they're doing a what if of Dragon Ball. Like I don't feel like it's the storyline of Goku at Ultra Instinct coming as a kid. I feel like it's like a different alternate Goku, and it's like a Goku that's probably have not been
Goku past Super. You don't think that Goku?
Yeah, I don't think that's what they're going off of. No, I feel like they're just going on. They're picking a Goku out of any world or universe and making their own storyline. That's what I feel like they're doing. Yeah, like a non-canon. That's why I'm like with Dragon Ball, what they've been doing. They've seen the success of Heroes because literally when before Super even came out and they had Dragon Ball Heroes, and again that was an arcade game, but the cutscenes from that translated very well over here on YouTube, and people were watching the crap out of that. Then they end up when Super, I think when Super and Heroes was going at the same time, they were still dropping animated episodes of that, but they weren't doing like the arcade video game. They were just literally making episodes of that shit. And then when Super ended, they still kept going on making episodes of Heroes. Like people know Cucumber and all that, and that's all from Hero. So I feel like they're just finding that it's real easy and it's fun, and you can really sell that money hard in a money sense because you can just make action figures. Trunks Super Saiyan 3. Oh, here you go. Vegeta Super Saiyan 3. Oh, here you go. Like, we don't have that in canon, but when they make things like this, you could just goddamn do whatever with it. So I feel like they just learned, like, oh, yeah, we don't have to go in depth because, again, if you see the flaws that happened in the World Tournament, it was like, bro, the only characters we cared about was, like, Jiren. And it was like, y'all had Topo for a minute, brothers, but Dispo, like, y'all didn't really have any characters outside of them that was interesting. But when you make things like this, you can keep our same characters and just change them in different alternate versions of themselves and then make it interesting and then sell more action figures. And that's why I feel like where they're trying to go with it, just, sell out them toys, sell out them t-shirts, sell out them, like, just that stuff. Yeah. They're not really going from a story standpoint no more. I mean, Dragon Ball's reached that point, like, it's 40 years.
Yeah,
it's 40 years.
Say, so I want them to follow the old formula, but like you said, I get the vibe too that it ain't gonna be nothing like that. Like not a continuous episode that really play out as one big event.
Because I'm seeing it if they're, I don't even know they're dropping a manga for this. Is it just?
No, I'm about to say. I was like, did they just make this shit just to make it? Because like, I know this not no. I don't even read the manga, but I know this shit not nowhere. This ain't nothing.
So I'm like, they not even.
Like, they ain't even grab none of that. They ain't even grab like they didn't even go to the next step. Like they ain't even do Dragon Ball Super, whatever come after the tournament. Like whatever was written in the manga, they ain't even grabbed it. They just came with some whole new shit.
They didn't even animate that yet. Like it's 2 arcs in the manga that can still be animated that are like. Not of the movie, haven't been animated yet, haven't been talked about, nothing. And they just went to this. And again, if they haven't even put this in a manga form, then this is really just like an animated fun thing. Like, yeah. So I mean, I'm happy for it. I'm grateful that Dragon Ball is getting back in the run of dropping more content and stuff like that. But then it kind of leaves you with that void of like you don't know when or if we're gonna ever get that. Just that story that we want. Where's Broly at? Like, we want to see the progression of Broly. You didn't pop out with Black Frieza at the end of the manga. We don't know where that's going. And then again, we want to see our 2 heroes, Goku and Vegeta, get stronger. You brought Gohan back in the forefront with his movie. We want to see what he's doing. And it's just like, yo, me and this nigga about 25, 26. We're gonna be about 30 something by the time they want to do something.
And look, it's already 40 years. So hey, you gotta think about another thing. These niggas not gonna live forever. The niggas that The niggas,
No, to be
especially the
honest
voice
with you-
actors, I feel like the voice actors really play a big part in Dragon Ball nowadays because these voices are really specific and really iconic.
Yeah, but
man.
I feel like that just happened in the age of, again, when they dropped back then, like as the Super in like 2016 and stuff. Because I feel like, especially for the American audience, we did not know the Japanese voice for Goku like that. Everybody from America was very big on just the American English version of Dragon Ball. And again, that for Naruto, it was like that because originally a lot of people would watch Naruto from English to sub and kept it on sub. But Dragon Ball was always that anime people watched in English. So I feel like, yeah, in Japan, it will really hit that if the voice actor over there. But the people in America are like 50. They're not, the dude that played Goku is not that old. But the women.
He got to be getting old. Ain't no way. 40, bro, he been doing it 40 years. Well, not 40. He probably been doing like
the dude
30.
that played. You
like
seen 30. The person that played Goku?
Yeah, Sean
Sean
Kimmel.
He not, bro, look at the people that played him in Japan compared to the American ones.
Yeah, because the voice of Goku is a woman.
Yeah,
she's old.
She's old. They're like
fuck.
70 and they 80. Like,
you're right. I'm tripping. Sean Kimmel.
That be the thing,
Sean
but I
Kimmel.
feel like, I feel like they'll put respect. But I feel like too, like these companies too, if Akira Toriyama, something would tragically happen, I feel like they would literally take the IP and just go stupid with it, because they would have no warrants, or they would have to have no kind of like, hey, can we do this or can we do that? It's like, nah, we're gonna do this and this is where we're gonna move. I don't know if that would be good for the story or not, but I feel that will happen because Dragon Ball is a franchise that's way too big for them to be moving like this. To be honest, like too big to be moving like this.
When you
like,
big, you can just
you can do what you want.
You know what I'm saying? When you are,
because it really is on it's really on the company of how they want to connect to their customers and how they want to view it. But like how they're doing it right now, it just seems like, yo, we give y'all what y'all want when we want to give it to you. So y'all just take it as it leave it. And then that's why a lot of people are like, shoot, this One Piece is the best anime. Naruto's better. This is the stories that, man. And you get all this competition and compete. But I remember this though, because even though this Gear 5 Luffy thing dropped, but when Ultra Instinct, when Goku first went Ultra Instinct, in that almond state, the internet went stupider. Like I thought the Gear 5 was gonna go crazy, but I don't know. I still kind of feel like that Ultra Instinct was different. Like that shit hit the internet kind of different. Not gonna lie. Yeah, so they still can do it. They still can do it.
Definitely can. But man, I'm gonna watch it though when it come out. So, but we got a whole year. It's say fall 2024. So that's next year. Hopefully the game come out at least by summer. If they do that, like I'm ready for the game. That's like one fighting game I might actually buy. Like drop the whole 70. I don't even play a game like that no more. But yeah, man. Then you got it, man. New Dragon Ball series, man. Dragon Ball DAIMA, wherever you from. Got the kids, the whole cast kids. Yeah. Baby Dragon Balls. Change your racks.